keep hearing, don't touch these. Oh, both cards that came out are sideways. One is face up and one is face down. Look at it. The King of Cups. Scorpio energy, if it's relevant. King of Cups. It feels like deliverance, but in the way of acceptance. Acceptance of the dark and your light. Acceptance of allowing yourself to enjoy things that feel good, so pleasure, and learning not to overindulge. It feels like a bunch of previously counterintuitive, seemingly, or opposite ideas, behaviors, thoughts, beliefs. You have found the balance. You have found the healthy and the unhealthy in both, and how to balance them. Is that making sense? It's like the Two of Pentacles. Like you have accomplished the seemingly impossible. It's like being aware of your flaws, weaknesses, character flaws, triggers. When you're in your dark, being aware of how you react when you're not in alignment, and there's no judgment on it. You have an awareness. You've grown. You've moved through it and past it. And you are able to exist in harmony, but it's still on the newer side for you. You're settling in. You're settling in. You've maintained it and you're settling in. It's like you've made it through your first wave. The King of Cups energy is expansive. It's rooted in expression through emotions, using the physical vibration and feeling of emotions to that is the lens that you are viewing, but you are reacting and responding to. And for the King of Cups, you can go back and forth light and dark, shadow and light. You know what I mean? Excess and satiety, excess and peace, chaos and peace. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? You know, you're the King of Cups. It's water. It's fluid. So it's funny. What came out was the Seven of Cups sideways going into the reverse. But that card is being unsure of what choice to make, and being and feel and having more than one choice in front of you. And they're going to be appealing to all different aspects of you, some negative, some positive. But always the answer is you choose the one that brings you to your highest vibrational good. That is the choice that the universe wants you to make. You're just at a place right now where emotions are factoring in. But it's in the sideways going in the reverse, so it could be like the steadying after the wave has come in, you know, and gone back out. It's like you're making the choice. Well, it's like you... yeah, you're coming out of your first wave, and there's your next wave. There's choices that need to be made. They're going to directly influence the type of journey you have. Here's the thing, though. You're not going to go backward. Like you've overcome a lot. You're not going to go backward. You might, out of alignment, stay stagnant, but you're not going to go backward. What I feel is that those things might still come up as urges in your head. They're like around here, though. They're kind of separate from you. They're not in your body anymore. They're out here. So you're able to catch them. You know what I mean? Let's see what's on the bottom of this one. This is the new chapter. The Six of Swords. Separating yourself out of necessity for sanity, for stability. You recognize that you are out of alignment, and that you might have been responding out of, like, reacting that way. It's taken a toll on you mentally. All the emotions have taken a toll on you mentally. And the Six of Swords is removing yourself. Well, this one is an interesting one. It feels like a sacrifice, and that King of Cups felt like deliverance, which is saying to me that this is really significant. Whatever you're going through, they're very different, right? It's kind of like this is first, this is second. This, you know what I mean? This is what happened, and this is where you are. Or might not be you there, but there is an energy there, and it's connected to you. So it might not be yours, but you're connected to it. So you have to figure out, and you know probably how that plays. Okay, let's look at the one that's not. I'm going to look at hold on. We're going to look at this one. It's the Six of Swords. And it's sideways going into the reverse. Look at this one. Let's look at them together. This one is like a sacrifice, a rite of passage almost, that there was truth and nobility and honor at its foundation, but it was not, there was deception. And so there was a removal. There was a, it's like too much. That's what I heard. It's like it was enough, and you removed. Look at the energy is so, it's look at how stark the difference is, right? This is solar plexus and the green is heart chakra. This is root chakra. I keep hearing sacral though too. It's like you're taking your next form. You're in it. You're not taking it. Did you ever see the movie Lady Hawk? It's like that. It's like you're a shapeshifter. Like you have different forms, and your more ethereal, esoteric one, you are now, it's now time to focus on your physical human form and how you maintain whatever you've gone through and whatever new light codes or downloads or lessons, whatever ways you've evolved. It's raining. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's so wonderful. It really is. It's going to be out in it. Okay, we're going to look at the split and the bottom of the Seven of Cups. The Page of Cups is on the split. It's like a head in the clouds feeling that is, it's an awareness of a tendency for a head in the clouds kind of feeling. So it's an awareness to bring groundedness to something that makes you feel so light. And yeah, to not just immerse yourself in it fully. Immerse yourself fully in it while maintaining your center, your presence, while being very, very present. The Five of Wands is on the bottom. Different energies. Look at that. Well, it really go this way, yeah. It's like not having a leg to stand on and then having so many legs to stand on. Like there's definitely an end goal, and there's a sense of competition, literally. Like there are more than just you that have the eyes on the prize. But this feels like may the best man win in the most noble way. Like everyone is just doing their literal best. No one is hurting anyone else to get to where they're going. It's about skill. And it's about the grace in skill. And yes, it is. It's about grace, integrity, gratitude, faith. That the lens that you view, and then what informs your direct decisions and motions. Let's look at this split in the bottom for this Six of Swords. I wanted to say the Six of Cups. The Nine of Wands. Ooh. It's like the sacred quest. And it's so fucking difficult, and it is so fucking challenging, and it is, when you're either fighting for, it's like fighting for your life, and in some moments you just want to give up. You seriously consider, you have to kind of, it's something you're considering. It's a thought that happens to give up, and you have like a plan. You see it, but it's still kind of out here. So you're still able to have those moments of clarity where you're deciding, are you going to choose to be out of control, or are you going to choose to be in control? And what does that mean? That means grounded, getting recentered, right? There's something that's so worth fighting for, but it's also exhausting. The Two of Wands is underneath that. And the Four of Swords. So much like this is like life, your lifeblood. Is that the right? You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's your. It's your passion is what I'm hearing. Your passion. It's not dead. If you thought that it's dead, it's not. It's not dead. You've been healing it. It's that way it's the lens you view. You're starting to put down all the false beliefs that you've been carrying, and you're starting to recognize more what are false beliefs. And this is all being born from a lifetime, or a lifetime of having to be your own safety, your own protector, your own everything, and having views put on you that are distorted. But those people were able to manipulate you to confuse you to a place where you were confused, and then you didn't know. Part of you wondered if it was true. You know what I mean? You were like, wait, because you identify that as it. It's overcoming conditioning. Any kind of conditioning that has made you feel like you aren't enough. You aren't enough. I'm hearing you're worthless, you're talentless, you don't have what it takes, there's nothing special about you. These are all things that you have gone through in your life. Other people have projected onto you. Because you are a really bright light. And that can be really, and it is very intimidating and terrifying and painful for different souls who are not accustomed to the light. It hurts to look at it. It makes them feel something inside that they're associating with pain, because someone else at some point in their life who originally started that light feeling, it turned. They took it away. You know what I'm saying? On the bottom is the Five of Swords. Oh, it's freeing your third eye. It's all, look at this. It's it's taking all those narratives that they hurt you. It doesn't feel good. You don't feel good around these people. You don't feel good in your body. Everything, it doesn't feel good. And you've carried it and believed it. And it's not your fault that you've carried it and believed it. But this is an awareness of you. The high, oh, the Magician is underneath it. You have a determination to you. And you are in the phase of your life where you are in your showing up era, in the 3D, in the making things and taking the steps and being able to maintain and hold new elevated blessings. Okay. So this is coming up because you watching or feeling like there was some decision that and some action that you felt a little cloudy on. Your heart knows what it is. Your heart is telling you what it is. And your spirit. You have an... So when I say heart, I mean your knowing, your being. When you're energetically in alignment and you are seeing a neutral observer and you are content, you feel me? That part of you knows. Okay, so I'm going to ask something. I'm trying to figure out what it's going to be. Just hit myself in the face. These guys might want to be used. They're major arcana only. These guys might want to be used. They're so cute. The sun and moon. Just wanted to make sure it wasn't upside down. My ukulele fingernails can't take anything. Are they useless for picking things up because they're so short? Okay. What can you tell everyone watching who this message is for whenever they come upon it? What kind of details can you give them so that the people, those who are confused still, who aren't fully, who it's not fully enlightened for what's the step they're taking toward? Wait, it went somewhere. Hold on. What is the calling? What can they do? No. Give them more details so they can flesh it out more, so it can become more clear to the ones who need more clarity. That's easy. Again, sideways, again. All three of the ones that came out are sideways. The Ace of Wands. It's going into the upright. It ignites your passion, even if it's dwindled down because for whatever reason, you haven't looked at it and haven't tended to it in a long time, perhaps. It's still lit. Write a list. What are the things that light a fire within me? What are the things that when I hear them, see them, smell them, taste them, think about them, experience them, it ignites me. It feels like, yes, I don't know what other words to say. It's not like yes and go to sleep. It's like, I am in the right place. I am doing the right thing. This is it. I feel invigorated from this and born from this, birthed from this. I'm excited. It feels good. It's pleasure. It's pleasure too, okay? So some of you are having aversions to pleasure. And so it just means, I think, that it's been out of alignment. You've been maybe in excess or, in excess or in negligence. It's not the right word, but I can't think of scarcity. The universe. This is, how did this reading start, right? With the, like, you got through the wave and you're in your second wave. Your second wave is now going to be so remember, in all the other readings, you were, everything was culminating, right? You had been in hermit mode and high priestess mode, and you were just in Queen of Wands and Empress and Emperor mode, and in these places where you were just regenerating. You've been, so you might be glowing physically. You might look the best you look the best you ever have, or you're on the steps to it. Do you know what I mean? You're addressing it. It's everything. Hold on, I lost it. You were in that creatrix mode and overflowing in the divine feminine, right? And so that was just magnifying, but that's not what I mean. Pulsing, you're pulsing, right? So it's calling things. This is the things being called in. Now you have choices to make. Which new experiences are you going to let yourself partake in? I don't like any of these words. Okay, I'm going to move on because I don't know what was going on there. The Ace of Pentacles is underneath it. What the fuck? That's what this whole thing is. That's literally what this is. Those steps. The universe is gifting you right now with the path to compassion, but yes, but passion, a passionate, inspired, engaged, fueled in the best. You're fueling all your pleasure senses, okay? And all the levels of it, and you're doing it in a way that's healthy, the healthiest you've ever been. And you're supported by the Ace of Pentacles, which is the path to stability, to foundations staying under your feet the whole time, so that you get to your 10 of Pentacles, you get to your legacy, whatever that is. It encompasses everything: your career, your lifestyle, your partners, the kind of friends you have, everything. Your day to day, it's living that balanced, in alignment, spiritual, human, divine, and human self. It's beautiful. The deterrent here is still the lens you're viewing things from. It's still those voices and false beliefs. You're still having to unravel yourself from all of that. You know what I mean? You're unraveling. The Six of Wands. Look at that. That's you. Literally victory. Look at it. You're taking. Look at that. And you're multiplying it. It's being supported from outside of you. You're on the right. You're on the right path, and you are inspired healthily. You are in alignment. Your lens that you're viewing things through has evolved. You're in a different timeline, and you're going to keep expanding. make your list. If you're not sure which thing you should be doing, don't think of the shoulds. It is time. It's time right now to tend to that fire. That creative, inspiring fire. Okay, do we want to have a oracle card? Hold on, I'm going to go over there and see. Oh, you guys want to? Okay, do you? What are you guys? I think it's the Starseed Oracle, but this one also came up, Work Your Light, but I feel like it's this one. If it's health, because I do feel like it is health for all of you in different ways. This is still a battle, but you have healed. You have healed something and you are moving on to the next phase in your healing. So even if you haven't taken the steps yet, you're aware of something and all of you are healing or in different levels of healing. Physically and mentally, emotionally. I'm starting to lose it. I'm tired. I was tired when I started. Oh, why? There's the book. I need you. Isn't that a cool box? Boop. Boop. It is not as difficult to put that together as I just made it appear. These guys were like, hold on, don't forget us, the Bonnegar. Okay, overall energy, advice to take with you. The Hierophant. It's Taurus. Is that Taurus? Yeah, Taurus energy. Who's underneath there? Temperance. It's faith. Keep cultivating the faith, and right now lean on it. This is a period where there's certain aspects still that are divinely timed and divinely handled out of your hands, and you need to start. There are other aspects that are in your hands and they have to do with movement. But right now, this is more about being clear about the movement. This is the laying out the blueprint of it. You know what I mean? Okay, called. I don't really want to take all four of them. Oh, hold on. Well, called is coming. Oh, okay, fine, whatever. I haven't fought with my guides in a long time. Okay, Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. Remember it started with the King of Cups, right? Where did he go? I feel like they're the same energy. Jumped timelines, right? Synergy of inner child wounds, becoming the man, becoming the mature version of your masculine self, whatever gender. Okay. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. That's pretty. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. those synergies, right? And called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up, which goes right with the ace and the other ace, the Ace of Pentacles. Where the hell that got to? Where did that get to? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Oh, here it is. Wants me to look at Star Brothers. How can you open yourself up to receiving more support? When you make that list to figure out clear for you what this is you're stepping toward and what it is you're going to be focusing your attention, and it's definitely career related. Sorry, I don't know where I went. When you have that list, look outside the box at the way to make, look for the support, look for the helpers, look for the helpers, and allow yourself to ask for help and allow yourself to receive help. You're not alone, and the universe has sent you, and your ancestors have sent you support. You know this in your journey, that you haven't gotten to where you are alone. You've had support all the way, even though you are always the one doing the majority of the work, because that's how it always is. But you have had support, so don't forget that part. Your life is a canvas. You know what? Life is a highway. What are you being called to create in your life? Your current thoughts determine your future. What kind of life do you want to create for the future? What are you being called to create? That's a really good way to describe the Ace of Wands. Called to creation. Choose the vibration. Align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with the vibration that matches them. You're aligned. Choose the vibration that matches what you feel like and are, how you exist in alignment. That's this Seven of Cups. The choice that takes you to your highest vibrational good. See, your entire life is a canvas, and the picture is completely up to you. Create the life that you most long to live. Yes. You may be also called to be more creative in your everyday life. How can you express yourself more creatively? If you're not sure what you'd like to create, start with a feeling of deep gratitude for all that's good in your life right now. State out loud what you are most thankful for. Look for the good in your life, and one thing will be certain. You'll find yourself attracting, that's what I was trying to say by the magnetizing thing. You're attracting things, more and more good experiences into your world. When you're unsure, start with a feeling of gratitude for all that's good. State out loud what you're thankful for. Look for the good in your life. The answers will come, right? That's beautiful. It is like constant, like being in a state of constantly in service to the source in the most beautiful way. That doesn't have to be painful or scary. You know what I mean? When you're in alignment, it just flows. We the Hathors. Deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. It says to place the card on the portal of your heart. I'm just going to hold it up so you can look at it, and you just say, I allow the deep love of the Cosmic Mother to wash over me. I'm loved. I'm held. You're not alone. Your ancestors and energy and your source guides, they are real. It's a real thing. And when you find yourself where you just want to be hugged, or you want to, where it's like this need for someone, for something external from you, it feels like a need because you've maybe been denied it. It could be a very reasonable need, regardless. If there's not a person, and if getting something external would require you to become out of alignment with yourself, instead of doing that, remember the source. Throw it up there. Maybe it's through sleep. Let yourself sleep. Let the source hold you. Get in a body of water. Figure out what that is for you. Do you know what I mean? This card is reminding you to receive the deep, deep love of the mother's embrace. The Hathors know that the journey on earth can be rocky and lonely at times, but you're being reminded to rest more deeply in the mother's arms. God can hold you through a breeze, the rain. Do you feel me? Look for the ways that God, your source energy, speaks to you and supports you. You already are aware of a bunch, and this is asking you to go deeper, to make sure that this is so that you continue to carry this with you into this next phase of your life, this next wave that's coming in. I feel like this isn't a wave. This is like you're off the wave. You're off of it, and you're not even on the shore. You're on the land now. You're on the land. You're being called to remember your place in the web of life and to realize that the Cosmic Mother is watching you every step of the way. You may be going through a transition, moving from one way of being to another. You're being reminded that you're cradled in a sacred container. You're more held than you can possibly imagine, and you have access to more love than your heart can bear. If you're struggling in any way, you're being reassured that things will work out. Open yourself to receiving the overflowing love of the Cosmic Mother, flooding toward you from every direction. Let it stretch your heart. If you're like, what is the Cosmic Mother? Sit with it. It'll come to you. What is the Cosmic Mother? And then just breathe. Don't think about it. Just put your attention on the care and keeping of you, and it'll come to you. You're not alone is the next one. You are not alone, right? I am here with me. Here. Is it Michael Jackson? How can you reach out to people in your life physically? It's tribe time. It's having that team for you, whether it's medical doctors, therapists, physical therapists, acupuncturist, a book club, forums, a knitting circle, a biking, whatever, a team, classes, anything. It's all of those resources. It's resources, but it's support. It's a support system. The older the soul, the deeper the cave. I'm like, oh, is this for me? Many starseeds and old souls enjoy their own company. Guilty. Spending time alone can be comforting and necessary for their vitality, as it allows them to commune with their soul and fill up their energetic resources, especially if they have an underactive or open root chakra or find it hard being human. So that's where we all have been, right? Many starseeds find it more nourishing to retreat than to spend their time in meaningless conversations and relationships. However, we must remember that we're not here to go about this life alone. So your new tribe is coming in, if it's not already. It is in parts, but it is. It's what it's about to be. And this might trigger like fear of abandonment, but you are not the same you, and you aren't looking through the same lens, and you're not moving through the same influences anymore. So give yourself a break, right? Humans are pack animals, and we all need the love, company, and support of others, both emotionally and physically. In our increasingly online world, that was weird. I thought I just saw something. We can be connected to more people and yet feel more alone and isolated than ever. Hold on. Ooh. There's still so much we don't know about the energetic side effects of things like social media, technology. With so many people knowing our news, what is it doing to our auric field? The main message of this card is to step out of your cave and physically reach out to those in your life, to replenish when you need to, but not isolate yourself. That's that whole coming into balance from the whole beginning of the reading. Like your feet were in the clouds, and there, you know what I mean? Nothing underneath only air underneath your feet, and then now solid ground beneath your feet. It's those bringing together of the things that were super challenging before, right? Replenish when you need to, but not isolate yourself. Staying in alignment. This could be seeing friends. So whatever. I don't think you need that part. In what ways can you open yourself up to the people who are physically in your life? Those you truly know. And then the main one is called. Soul gifts and training, it's time to step up. Oh, this is another place that on your, all right, so hold it up. I'm going to read this activation, okay? And you should repeat it. I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I've received throughout all of my lifetimes. I'm ready to embody them all now, without hesitation or fear. I fully commit to being here now. I'm ready to step into my soul's highest and most potent calling. I've been training for this for lifetimes. The King of Wands is underneath the Six of Wands. I mean, that's Leo, by the way. You came to Earth with a double mission: to grow as a soul and bring about a shift in consciousness. The best way to fulfill these personal and collective purposes is to trust what it is that your soul is calling you toward, for it's encoded with the most direct path forward. This is insane. I love it. I love it. Creativity rooted by alignment. It's so great. Your soul has many unique gifts that it came here to share. Some you may already be aware of, others you're just beginning to uncover. You're being called to remember that your soul intelligently chose the perfect conditions to carry out your soul's mission and share your soul's gifts. That's temperance, that's the higher font, that's having faith in source. right? And in you. If you're being called toward a creative project, a passion, or an adventure, this card is your confirmation that you're facing the right way and that this moment right here is destined. If you're feeling underprepared or thinking, who am I to do that? Any of those self-doubt, any of that 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 5 of Swords. This card is guiding you to step up and leap. Consider perhaps that your soul has been training for this moment right here for lifetimes. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You are exactly where you're meant to be. And everything that you have ever desired and in your heart's desire, you're about to have it. You're going to have it if you, oh, something's happening. It's yours for the taking. It's yours for the having. It's yours for the living. You live the life you are. You live the life you choose. You live what you choose. You may not be what you choose. You are not what you choose, but you live it. You experience what you choose. Not always taking out any kind of excessive, extreme traumas. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening inside my brain. I can't explain it, but it's time for me to go. So I feel like you guys all have everything you need. Again, I'm babbly. What's going on? Let me drink water. Okay. From this to this. Sweet travels. See you when the next one comes through.